Hello. I'm alone in the void of black crumpled paper. Because, after experiencing as much as I care to of Oracle of Seasons, I'm not going to play both of them. I'm not even going to finish Seasons. Because I can tell that it is very much not for me. And the few things I could do to make the game more bearable would kind of just be going through the trading quest, getting the mushroom, and then getting the ability to buy magic potion. And I don't feel like doing that. And it wouldn't even solve the problems. It would just mean I have more health to take hits. So, I will just give the few thoughts I have on Seasons, which will extend to ages, which I realize is a bad idea, because I'm giving my thoughts on a game I haven't played. But the games aren't for me. If you take my opinion seriously, and you like these games, don't do that. I'm a nobody. So the world of Seasons, at least. I know Ages is like Labrina or something rather than Holodrum. It's good. Got some solid exploration. Got stuff to find. It does seem like there's a lot fewer heart pieces, but there's other things to make up for it. There's still a trading quest to like in Link's Awakening. So, you know, it's an alright world. You got different animal partners that you get to use at certain times, which lends some neat abilities. That's quite nice. Story-wise, it's a Game Boy game. You know, we're talking Link's Awakening level of story, but it doesn't have the charm of Link's Awakening, nor the weird shit. And I think that kind of hurts it a little bit. I think it's just kind of bog standard. It's not that special, not that interesting. Maybe there's some big twist later on, but that's probably getting into linked game territory, and again, I don't want to finish the base game. I'm not doing that. Character-wise, they're characters. It's a Game Boy game. The dialogue is going to be fairly limited. The sprite work is going to be very limited. A lot of them are going to be faceless nobodies. Like, you have Impa, you have the General, you have Din. You have the tree. You have the animal partners. So that's like 7 unique characters. Something like that. And even then, 3 of those are mostly gameplay. So it's a Game Boy game. Gameplay-wise, this game makes me so glad that I played the Switch remake of Link's Awakening. Because holy shit, did that game solve so many problems. Even with Link's Awakening's problem of there only being 2 item slots, the fact that the sword, shield, Pegasus boots, I think there's something else that got moved to just a separate button. A bunch of things are all separate. They are not equipable items. And, you know, the Pegasus Feather, or not Pegasus Feather, the Rock's Feather, still being an equipable item in that game doesn't matter because you still have another slot. You can just change out that one slot. It's still item swapping, and it's still kind of trash. But it is miles ahead of needing to swap out your sword, needing to swap out your shield, needing to swap out for the slingshot, the seed bag, the jump ability. So many things. Bombs. It's so much nicer. And it's quite quick to swap items, but it's still a pain in the dick, especially because the inventory doesn't remain consistent. It's not like future Zeldas, or the N64 ones, where that item is always there. You can always maneuver to it, it's right there, you know where it is. The sword could be fucking anywhere. And the game still has the same problem from A Link to the Past, where there's no down right when swinging. For no reason. Because it's something like you look down, you swing down left. You look left, you swing left up. You look up, you swing up right. You look right, you still swing up right. It's just, it's turned. So the fucking direction the windshield wiper goes is just reversed. There is zero gameplay reason for down right to not be an angle you can swing at. And that's another thing Link's Awakening on Switch fixed. It made it so that Link just swings in the fucking direction you look. You're looking down right, you swing down right. You're looking down, you swing down. It's that easy. It is not that complicated. And then just things like the mashing being weird and inconsistent, which maybe that's not a real thing. Maybe that's just on an emulator, and real hardware handles it fine. I wouldn't know. But at the same time, every other game in the series plays just fine on emulator. The original plays just fine. Zelda 2? The game doesn't play fine, but mechanically, the controls feel fine. They do what you want them to. And then just little things like you have to go all the way back to the start of the dungeon in, I think it was Dungeon 4, in order to ride that minecart through and get the chest. You can't just go from the back, the minecart doesn't come with you. There's little things like that, where it feels like the game was purposefully designed to fuck with you. And like, these two games came out after Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. So it's amazing to me that they went with Game Boy games after the N64. Yeah, like 1998 for Ocarina of Time. Meanwhile, Oracle of Seasons and Ages was 2001. Yeah. Ridiculous. Let me find... Here we go. Yeah, Link's Awakening 1993, Oracle of Seasons and Ages 2001, and really, it kind of just plays like a game from 8 years previous, but on a Game Boy. Isn't that magical? I need to find a new song. Fuck. Nope, that's not it. Where is... This should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, gameplay-wise, don't like it. Not a fan. But I also don't like 2D Zeldas. So if you like 2D Zeldas, congrats. Good for you. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Music-wise, game has some solid tunes. They're Game Boy songs, so they sound a bit rough, but, you know, the tune itself, outside of its quality, is still quite nice. You get some good sounds, you get some good tunes. They're well written. And I think the music might be my favorite part. Lengthwise, game is fine. Got through, what, 4 dungeons in maybe 5-6 hours? Seems like it's decently paced. There's some extra stuff to do. It's that usual Zelda thing of just, the main story is well paced, well written. And then you've got the side stuff, just to pad it out. And buff up the player if they need it. Jank-wise, fucking goddamn impressively jank. The bear being based on mashing, but mashing itself being inconsistent, the chicken being based on mashing, there being zero visual clue for when you need to dive down to find something like an entrance. Ugh. Don't like it. The sword swing not going down right, which feels like a design flaw. It feels like they did not program that in, and it just fucked up. DLC-wise, Game Boy Color out of 10. That, no DLC. But yeah, all in all, Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Not worth playing. Not fun, not enjoyable. Not for me. Not a fan. Ugh, they exhibit the worst problems of 2D Zeldas, and none of the good of later Zeldas. Because they're still Game Boy games, so they can't really do much with any amount of technology. I don't know. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the Oracle games. I'm going to move on to more enjoyable Zeldas. Thank you for clicking. See you never. I don't know.